Shalom, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKudash. Double honor to the elder, the great millstone, who taught me this truth. A sincere Shalom, Labakaryim, Shah, Yasha Allah. That's peace to the hopeful elect of the nation of Yasha Allah. What you're looking at right now is a letter that was sent from the governor of Texas. This letter was hand-delivered, to my understanding, straight to your president, Joe Biden. You know, based on a ruling that came down yesterday from the Supreme Court that the National Guard of Texas was to stand down and allow the federal government to come in and take down those barbed wires and allow these quote-unquote illegal immigrants free passage into Texas. So this letter is a rebuttal. It's a strong statement. This lets you know that it's on. It is on. I don't know what there's no other way of seeing what's about to happen. The Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, is moving so fast with this Jacob's trouble, man. And what we see him pouring through this border in the past few days, the videos that's coming out, yeah, this pot is heating up. We are truly at the climax. And this Jacob's trouble is going to hit so fast and out of nowhere. And the majority of these Babylonians, these Americans, are not ready. I'm up here in Jersey. In my line of profession, I deal with many people. And I'm picking their brain today. And they don't even know what's going on in Texas. Now you got 12 other states that's joining this fight. Because Texas said, look, we're not obeying the federal law. We got our constitutional rights. We throwing that out the window. We about to get fighting because we're being invaded. Now, this is all the plan of these elites, man. To bring about this auto app KO. So they can usher in this MOTB and they can get this NWO popping. But we in it, man. This thing may break off before that movie Civil War come out. The one that they're supposed to be releasing on Netflix. That's set for sometime in April. But the way this is moving, and Florida stepped up and said, we are backing you. And mind you, Texas, if Texas break off from the Union, they will be I think either the 8th or 9th largest economy in the world. That's how much oil that Texas can export and bring in those bucks. They said Texas' economy is bigger than Russia's. So Texas is very arrogant right now. This is all biblical prophecy.
To the United States by wasting taxpayer dollars to tear open Texas border security infrastructure. Biden has enticed illegal immigrants away from their 28 legal entry points along with state southern borders, bridges where nobody drowns, and into the dangerous waters of the Rio Grande. Says that Biden's lawless border has more than 6 million illegal immigrants have crossed over the southern border in just 3 years. And that is the more than population of 33 different states in the country. This illegal refusal to protect the states has inflicted unprecedented harm on the peoples all across the United States. He says James Madison, Alexander Hamilton, and other visionaries who wrote the U.S. Constitution foresaw that states should not be left to the mercy of a lawless president who does nothing to stop external threats like cartels smuggling millions, drugs, and such forth. He writes, framers included both Article 4, which promises that the federal government shall protect each state against invasion, and Article 1, Clause 3, which acknowledges the state's sovereign interest in protecting their borders. He references a case, Arizona versus United States, The failure of the Biden administration to fulfill the duties imposed in has triggered Article 1, which reserves the state the right to self-defense. For these reasons, I've already declared an invasion under Article 1, Clause 3, to invoke Texas constitutional authority to defend and protect itself. That authority is supreme law of the land and supersedes any federal statutes to the contrary.
And that's where we at right there, right there. That's where we at. Which brings us to this scripture here. Man, this, whoa. Our Lord, man. You know, and this is what makes this Bible so deadly right now. You know, in the Supreme Court, as well as Joe Biden, that's the exec branch. They got to them tomorrow to respond to this letter. You know, and you got something called the monkey see, monkey do syndrome. Now that people see that Texas is standing up against the union, these other states are wondering, well, where they gonna put these 6 to 10 million illegals that just cross across the border? Where they gonna house these people? They're collapsing our economy. They're gonna be forced to stand up. Not mentioning the diseases that some of these individuals are carrying coming into here with their children. You got to use your brain. Right now it's time to use your brain. And those that's in the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, you understand these prophecies like this meat right here. This is 2nd Esdras 15 and 14. Woe to the world. Woe meaning destruction to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draw near or nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another. That's that civil war. Egyptian against Egyptian. And swords in their hand. The modern day swords are them guns, man. For there shall be sedition, and when you go into sedition, just like Texas said, we ain't paying attention to what the federal courts are talking about. This is sedition. Sedition is overt conduct such as speech or organizations that tends toward rebellion against the established order. Sedition often includes subversions of a constitution and incitement of discontent toward or insurrection against established authority. Sedition may include any commotion, though not aimed at direct or open violence against the laws. Seditious words in writing are seditious libel. A sedition is one who engages in or promotes the interests of sedition. Sedition, conduct or speech including people to rebel against the authority of a state or monarch. And that's what they talking right now. This is unbelievable, man. But see, to the men of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, this is speaking clearly. This should strengthen your faith on a whole nother level, man, when it comes to this MOTB. These prophecies are literally walking off the book, man. They walking off the book, which proves when the Lord said this here, this is the living word. This word, matter of fact, let's get this one. This is Hebrews. Let's go to the NLT. This word, this Bible we read is alive. It's life. This is Hebrews 4 and 12, right? NLT. For the word of Yahweh is alive, man. It's walking off the pages right now, these prophecies. Who would have thought that the sedition will come this way? That's why the Lord is full of so many tricks. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not unto your own understanding. The Lord is full of tricks. It says, for the word of Yahweh is alive and powerful. The Lord going to prove these fools to be fools, man. The men on the corner are not wasting their time with the prophecies of this book. We can have what, by the end of this week, by next week, you're going to see Texas start fighting, man. And at least that's what we hope for. So the rebellion can start and spread through the rest of the states. And therefore, you're going to have Satan divided against Satan. The civil war going to break off here, man. For the word of Yahweh is alive and powerful. It is sharper than the sharpest two-edged sword, cutting between soul and spirit, between joint and marrow. It exposes our inner thoughts and desires, man. So now you got Texas. They going. This is a hell of a statement. What's about to happen? And unless the Lord drawing all the other states towards Texas, may Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, Baruch Yahweh, Baruch Yahweh Shah, be with the hopeful elect, man. We got a lot of elders, man. You know, down there in Texas, the hopeful elect, may the Lord be with y'all. You about to see some things pop off down there, man. That's why the Lord saying that day, then it should be known who was my chosen. Shit, Jacob's trouble can branch off from Texas and spread like a disease through the rest of the country, man.
The Texas National Guard, the Texas Department of Public Safety, and other Texas personnel are acting on that authority as well as the state law to secure the Texas border. So, I'm going to pull it up here.
You see that
Texas
right there?
Is
It's highlighted. They ready. It says, engage in war unless actually invaded. Meaning, in other words, if we feel we being invaded, we going to war. And this is what they pulling on the Supreme Court right now. This is the governor of Texas.
authorized to engage in war unless actually invaded or in such imminent danger. So he's cited that clause. Okay. Now, Ken Paxton from Homeland Security released another statement responding back.
Now this is Homeland Security. Now, Homeland Security done jumped in it. This was between the state of Texas and the federal government. Now, Homeland Security jumped in with this response. They about to get busy.
He's listing all these different things. I'm not going to read this one. But basically what the summary of that is that he is giving Abbott till tomorrow to comply. So the 26th, Abbott has to comply and allow federal agencies to enter and basically open up the southern border. Well, it's been open, but reopen it, I guess. Now you have Democrats in Congress that are calling on Biden to seize control of the Texas National Guard. You see here Joaquin Castro. Governor Greg Abbott is using the Texas National Guard to obstruct and create chaos at the border. No, buddy. If Abbott is defying yesterday's Supreme Court ruling, POTUS needs to establish sole federal control of the Texas National Guard right now. Then you have Congressman Greg Kazar or whatever. I agree with if Abbott is defying yesterday's Supreme Court ruling, POTUS needs to establish sole federal control of the Texas National Guard. So things are getting very serious. So basically, what we have here is we have Texas saying that they will defend based on the Constitution. And then we have, the Supreme Court trying to overrule that. Texas said they will still protect their border. And now we have Homeland Security basically threatening Abbott to comply by tomorrow. Well, it doesn't look like it's going that way. And this is what I told you the other day, this is how civil war starts.
You're damn right, man. Because this is all biblical prophecies. So this is all going somewhere. You know, they don't know the meat and potatoes that we got. You know, so this is 2nd Ezra 15-16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. Now, when you go into this word invading, and this is what's happening: invading, armed force, or its commander, enter a country or region, so as to occupy it, to occupy or intrude. And they calling this a border invasion down there, man. You see the video that came out with the Muslim guy from the Middle East and said, "You're gonna know who I am," and they can't find his location. And that was down there in Arizona. They don't know where this guy's located right now or how many was with him. Stay on point right now. This is to the hopeful Akia, man, out there, the hopeful elect, man, that's hoping to be the elect. You know, the Holy Spirit gonna keep us on point. It's hot. It's hot now. We in the kitchen. We cooking, man. We cooking right now. So you know when you cooking around some grease and fire, you know, anybody that been in the kitchen cooking, you know, you got your eyes peeled because one wrong move, man, you can get burned. So we cooking with some grease right now. So this thing is on. And the Lord is turning it up to the highest degree. You can wake up, man, and you can watch this movie called Red Dawn. It came out in, I think, like the mid-'80s, Red Dawn. Where I think it was, I don't know, it was South, I think it was Cuba or something, seized one of these states over here in America, and they just jumped out of airplanes, parachuting. These people was in school. They don't know what was going on. And a lot of them got executed, wasted. They didn't know. They weren't about an education, and their country was being seized. And Esau knows this. And the majority of Babylonians, these Americans, are lost in the sauce. These people I was picking their brain today, they don't know what the hell is going on, man. And this is top news. So if they don't get it from mainstream media or from their tabloids, then they just don't know until it's on their front step, which is too late. So it says, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. And it's an invasion. It's over here in New Jersey. It's over in New York City. You definitely know it's down there in them southern states. It's over there on the West Coast, California right there. That's how you break someone's economy. You flood it with people, man. That's an easy tactic. So the Lord is, man, boy, every time you wake up, the Lord is moving quick. And it's like, it's opening your eyes wider and wider. It's like the Lord is like peeling the eyelids off us. We walking all eyeballs right now, man. That's why I tell you that matter of fact, let me get this. With the we walking by faith right now, man. Because as you see these prophecies pop off, your faith gets stronger. I know it's happening to me. I know I ain't the only one. This is very, very, very exciting, man. I mean, it's really, it's like, you know, you get more respect to the apostles of Great Millstone, man. The brothers that been doing it, and the bishops and the elders that's been doing it for all these years, and now they see this work is paying off. You know, it's like a teardropper, man. It's gotta be for them, man. Cause it's like finally, like I heard one of the elders say, Noah needed the flood, and it's true. Because you've been out there prophesying for almost 100 years, so you needed that water to come to certify what you were saying is true. And these prophecies are going to show who the men of the Lord was all this time. So this is Habakkuk, right? 2, verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lift up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith. And that's what we going by right now. We going by our faith, which is a gift. It's a gift to have the faith. Not a lot of people got it. Ephesians 2 verse 8. For by grace are we saved through faith, and that not of yourselves. It is a gift. Remember that. Right now, what we have, and now the prophecies are at your door, and it's like it's chilling, man. I mean, it's sending chills down my body right now. This thing is cold, man. And it's sometimes you can't find the words to just go, and you can't believe where you're standing at the end of the world. And we see behind the curtain. We're not just seeing the show. You know, you go to a play and they pull the curtain and the actors get to moving, but you never see what happens behind the actual play. That's us. We're not just watching the actors and the props and the lighting and the show. We're watching the show, but we know what's behind it, what's making it tick. And that's these prophecies, and it's leading somewhere. When the show is over, it's not over. It's actually just beginning. The end of Esau's world is the beginning of Jacob's, our world. That's cold, man, for the Lord to introduce that to us in this day. Sometimes you just can't sleep, man. It says, for by grace you are saved through faith, and that not of yourselves. It is the gift of Yahweh, not of works. We ain't do anything for this. Why the Lord choose me to give me these eyes? I could be just like all my co-workers, everybody. But he give me these eyes to be sitting here amongst you, Akim, man, with the eyes. He put us all together at the right time. The Lord came to us in the nick of time, man. That's a teardropper, man. That's serious business. But not to be puffed up. It ain't nothing we did for this. He came looking for us, man. It says, not of works, lest any man should boast. This is a time for the hopeful is getting more humble. I mean, extremely. Because you see, these prophecies are going to be very dangerous, man. This is a very dangerous time. It is a high probability that you are the Lord's elect. Hebrews 10, verse 38. Now the just, once again, the just shall live by faith. So that's what we got to grow on. And the faith will be seen, like in the book of Eli, he was walking with the faith. The faith will be seen and useful when the chaos happens. See, right now in the first world, you tell people about faith, whatever, because the corner stores are open, the liquor stores, the bars, the clubs, the all the fast food restaurants, things are popping. What you need faith for? The gas stations are pumping gas. But once all this collapse and turn to a third world, that's when the faith going to stand out. Because that faith is tough, it's hot, it's rough, it's full of adrenaline. And it's lively. So it says, so the just shall live by faith. But if any man draw back, so if you find yourself losing faith in these prophecies right now, this ain't the time, man, unless you're not of the Lord's elect. Because the Lord said, I have lost none of them. So if you find yourself drawing back, slipping into the world, you ain't on fire. It ain't burning. I see the prophecies, but it's still a beautiful day outside. There's still time. The demons are man, and you feeding in. It's possible the Lord got a hit on your head, man. So it says, now the just shall live by faith, but if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him. So if you drawing back at this time with all these prophecies popping off, man, you got to be out of your damn mind, man. So yeah, Texas could be burning in the morning. And we waiting to see. We hastening in this day, man. We tired. I had a horrible day at work today. Horrible, man. I'm sick of working, man. I'm sick of getting up, doing the same shit over and over and over, man. When you unlock from the simulation, it literally drives you crazy. Because you got to play along until you get your privacy time, or until you get with the brotherhood. You go out to teach, you do a lesson like now, and it's like breathing again. It's like you've been holding your breath all day. And that's what we doing. So our Lord get here. This is Revelation 22:10. And he saith unto me, seal not the sayings of the prophecies of this book, for the time is at hand. So we close, man. Will Texas be burning in the morning? We waiting to see.
I say in the comments to say this isn't civil war. Call it what is a revolution? Revolution when the people stand up against the government. This is states' rights. This is what you would call a civil war, the precursor to it. But like I told you the other day, rebellion is contagious, okay? And that's why this is important. It's important to have one guy stand up and then the rest stand up. And this is the thing. Some people say, Greg Abbott's a WF puppet. I've covered that. You think I don't know? I've done sole videos on Greg Abbott being WF. My buddy Cassidy Campbell went and asked Greg Abbott to his face to denounce WEF, and he wouldn't. So, but the thing is, whatever it may be, the dude's standing up right now, okay? It's kind of like the same thing that patriots walk around calling everybody a Fed. Everybody can't be a Fed, because if that's the case, then you're all screwed. What are you're just going to give up because everybody's a Fed? It's ridiculous. But anyway, rebellion is contagious and it's working. So multiple governors across the nation have expressed their support for Governor Abbott and Declaration of Texas for his constitutional right for self-defense. Now, Oklahoma Governor Kevin Stitt was the first to stand beside Texas with this tweet here. He said, Oklahoma stands with Texas. And after that, it takes one, and more goes to follow. So because Greg Abbott invoked Article 1, Clause 3, other states are now able to enter into agreements with Texas to help repel the invasion. Other states may now send troops and or equipment.
It's about to get hot. Do y'all see this? While you get up in the morning, you watch your slimy-ass co-workers eat the jelly donuts and drink the outdated coffee and going about their day like nothing is happening. The state's about to break off. And this is when FEMA gets involved. This is when they start activating those concentration camps now. This is when they start bringing out them shadow governments, man. Them highly intelligent mercenaries. This is when it starts getting hot.
Important. We have Speaker Mike Johnson saying that he stands with Governor Abbott. The House will do anything in its power to back him up. The next step is holding Secretary Mayorkas accountable. So we have Speaker Mike Johnson. We also have Florida Governor Ron DeSantis in statements, and a lot of them has made statements, but I'm just going to read these couple. Florida Governor DeSantis released a statement saying that if the Constitution really made states powerless to defend themselves against an invasion, it wouldn't have been ratified in the first place, and Texas would never join the Union when it did. DeSantis assured that Florida would continue assisting Texas with personnel and assets.
That's Florida. And this is the election year. You got to let your brain, let the spirit start working, man. And for those that's on the fence, let your brain start using its common sense.
National Guard as well. And so there's been 21 states so far to join right here. This is, it says, here's the current map of the states that have came forward committing to do whatever it takes to stand with Texas. This will continue to grow over the next 48 hours.
Wow.
This is now one of the biggest constitutional crises we face. It's heating up. Now, you don't see Louisiana on here, but they have also stepped up as well. Louisiana's
hey, no more to be said. Stay on your watch. Stay on your watch. While you mosey on along to work, stressed out, complaining, this is happening. The angels are activated. Everything is activated. You can tell the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, the Lord Yahweh is sick of this. He's sick of humanity right now. The Lord, this is the last scripture here, man. The Lord about to get this job done, man. It's just too much wickedness here. That's why I tell you, when you go to the book of Genesis, let's go back. Because it's happening the same way. When the Lord saw the wickedness of man. And wickedness is at its height. This is Genesis 6 and 5. And Yahweh saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth. And think about the wickedness of man today. Thousands of years later. And that every imagination of the thoughts of the heart was only evil continually. This all people think about every day, all day. They don't even consider that there's a higher power than them. They don't even consider, man. The Lord is in none of their thoughts. And it repented Yahweh that he had made man on the earth. And it grieved him at his heart. And Yahweh said, I will destroy man whom I have created from off the face of the earth, both man and beast, and the creeping thing, and the fowls of the air, for it repented that I have made them. But Noah represents the elect. But Noah found grace, that's that mercy, in the eyes of Yahweh. And that's that 1/3 of the nation of Israel. Instead of a floating ark, it's going to be a flying ark this time. So we bless the Lord for his eyes right now. Because we're literally, when you're in the true spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, you're not even looking through your eyes anymore. You're looking through his eyes. We're seeing the world through Hamashiach's eyes. We got the mind of Hamashiach. That's not, you don't tip on that every day. That's by fortune right there. That's by lot. You don't just get the eyes from the fourth dimension because you think you so good. We can see. We can see, man. What gives us a fighting chance to make it out of this mess that's about to hit, man. Giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rakahakodash. It's time, man. The Lord, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, is very, very angry.